See? I'm back. Having just finished the cage route with the broken. I am straight back to where I was. It's only been a couple minutes, so at least for me, I did want to go through all of this at once. Let's go.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess. You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
Killing a princess seems kind of bad though, doesn't it?
Does it? Are you a monarchist? Is slaying a princess that much worse than slaying a fisherman or a miller or a seamstress? If anything, slaying a princess is much better than slaying a seamstress. Seamstresses contribute something of value to society.
I mean, the narrator has a definite point here, but killing people's still wrong though. Do I get some sort of reward for doing this?
Yes, but you'll have to slay her before you get it.
Can you tell me what my prize is for going to be for doing a good job?
It's a secret, but I think you'll like it. It's a special reward, just for you. And whatever you think it might be, I can promise you it's going to be even better than your wildest imagination.
Okay, fine.
You make your way up the short path to the cabin. You'll find the princess within. We're not going to go through with this, right? She's a princess. We're supposed to save princesses, not slay them. Ignore him. He doesn't know what he's talking about. The interior of the cabin is almost entirely bare. The air is stale and musty, and the floor and walls are painted in a fine layer of dust.
Just skip that. That's going to be the same every single time, regardless of what I do, so. Take the blade or no?
You take the blade from the table. It'd be rather difficult to slay the princess and save the world without it. The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a staircase faintly illuminated by an unseen light in the room below. Good. You're still listening to reason. You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement. She's so coldly beautiful. Is she really a threat to the world? Focus on the task at hand.
And there you are. Are you here to kill me or something?
You step forward, your grip on the blade tightening as you steel your resolve.
Oh? No talking then? Fine. What even makes you think you can kill me? I'm probably chained up in this basement for a reason, right? And if that knife is the only weapon you have, you'll have to get close enough to use it. So, you should just drop it. Best not to risk finding out what I can do.
She's unarmed. If you hesitate now, it'll be too late. End this.
Sorry, just thinking of another route.
You lunge forward without a moment's hesitation. You feel flesh easily give way and look down to see your blade already sinking deep into her heart.
Oh, this is it, isn't it? I'm almost embarrassed. I should have seen that coming. But I have to wonder, do you actually believe this was enough to kill me?
It's like she's convinced she can't die. Yes, even as she lays there dying, she entirely believes herself to be alive and well.
Interesting way of wording that, isn't it?
But it's over, isn't it? She stopped breathing moments ago, that arrogant look still plastered on her face.
And the music stops. According to the recording software, it's still going. But I don't hear anything.
But is it over? Really over?
Or is that just a really light piano?
Yes, exactly. It's over.
I have expected the music to stop, but...
With your work done, you make your way back up the stairs, closing the door to the basement behind you. Why do I feel like we've done something terrible?
Yeah.
You did kill someone. Greater good or not, something would be very wrong with you if you didn't feel at least a little bad. But it was for the greater good. One of these days that will sink in and help ease your guilty conscience.
Oh, the music has truly stopped now. I think the music not completely stopping was in preparation for something else. I can't be throwing around spoilers like this. Anyway. How many have used the phrase greater good to perpetuate atrocities? I can think of quite a few. Usually, large countries with a powerful state. Heck, I did it in M&D all the time. Wage wars to empower myself. Put down rebellions just because it's easier. And deliberately manipulate the various interest groups all to my own advantage. Yeah. Moving on.
But that day isn't today. Let's just get out of here. You open the cabin door, ready to return to a world saved from certain doom. Only, a world saved from certain doom isn't what you find. Instead, what you find is nothing at all. Where a lush forest stood mere minutes ago, the only thing in front of you now is the vast emptiness of some place far away. What happened? Everyone is fine. It's just that you and the cabin are now far away from them. Don't worry. You'll be safe here. This is good. Everyone is happy. You'll be happy.
This is not... Wait, this is my prize. This sucks.
What's done is done, and there's no going back now. I'm sorry you don't like your reward, but maybe you'll learn to appreciate it in time. This is what's best for everyone. Trust me.
No.
Time passes. You can't be sure if it's days, or months, or years, or even decades. It's all a wonderful, boring blur. You've never been happier. Psst. Hey. We're not just gonna stay here forever, right?
Oh no, do you have any idea on how to get us the heck out of here?
I do. But you're probably not going to like it. The blade. We can use the blade to get out of this. I can hear everything you say, little voice. There's only one thing it would want you to use that blade on, and I'm afraid that thing is you, dear hero. He's right. It's the only way out. Do you hear that? It wants to take this happiness away from you. It wants this wonderful place to end. Do you not? There's more for us to do, and the only way for us to do it is to take that blade and use it. Don't you dare.
Wouldn't using the blade, kill us? Wouldn't we be dead?
How astute. You are absolutely correct. Using the blade to kill yourself would kill you, and you shouldn't do it. In a sense, we die, but looking at things from another angle, are we even really alive anymore? This place, it's nothing. It's absolutely nothing. It's just the same thing, constantly, forever. I know this is out there, but trust me, I know using the blade will work.
I mean, from the outside perspective of a player, yes, I know this will work. Inside, I wouldn't be so sure, but as I said last time, spending eternity stuck in the cabin does not seem like a good time. No matter how much dopamine you load into my brain.
That little voice didn't want you to slay the princess. It didn't want you to be happy.
You'd better be right about this. I'll be pretty upset if we die.
If we die, you can yell at me all you want.
I don't think we'd be able to do that at that point, but
I
okay.
made this happy little place for you. Is this not a good enough reward for saving the world? An eternity of bliss? You ingrate? Fine. Whatever. For the first time since time stopped meaning anything, you throw open the door to the basement and walk down the stairs. The princess's body is dust and bones, though the blade you used to slay her is still as pristine as the day you first held it. You pick up the blade, you stab yourself, and you die. The end. Nice knowing you.
Nice knowing you too, narrator.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess. You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
You're in for it now. I'm wise to your tricks.
Tricks? What on earth are you talking about? We've just met for the first time. If he doesn't remember what happened, then maybe it's best to keep it that way. That's fine. It wasn't very hard to kill her last time. We'll just do it again.
Hello, Cole. Interesting to see you again.
Well, if for whatever reason you're going to insist that this has happened before, at least your heart's in the right place. A warning before you go any further. She will lie, she will cheat, and she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her. Don't believe a word she says. She won't be a problem. The interior of the cabin is cold, a soft odor of dirt permeating the air. Cobwebs flutter in the corners. You can hear wind whistling outside, banging the shutters against the windows. The only furniture of note is an elegant antique table with a pristine blade perched on the edge. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right. It feels like no one's been here for a long, long time.
Yeah, almost as if time stopped making sense for decades and passed in mere moments.
Like I've been saying, she's dead. We killed her already. You walk up to the wall next to the basement door. It's a wall. There isn't much to see here. What are you talking about? This isn't a wall. It's a mirror. Or at least it'll be a mirror once we wipe off that layer of grime. You reach forward and rub your hand against the cabin wall. I hope you know how ridiculous you look right now. But there was a mirror a second ago, and now it's gone. Let's not spend much longer worrying over it. Clearly it's not even important enough to be acknowledged.
It is important, but not yet.
You take the blade from the table. It will be difficult to slay the princess and save the world without a weapon. The door to the basement groans open, revealing an old banister and a creaky wooden stairwell. Everything is coated in a thick layer of dust, and you can feel it settle into your lungs as you breathe in the stale air. The very building itself feels dead. If the princess lives here,
Slaying her would probably be doing her a favor. Yeah.
The room below is silent. Nobody's here. Naturally. As much as I appreciate the optimism, you shouldn't be so sure. I guess we'll just have to go down and see. As you descend the final step, the form of the princess comes into view. A skeletal body, lying in a heap on the floor, its wrist still bound to the wall by a thick chain.
Are you surprised by this narrator? At the very least, she looks different than when we left her behind.
Okay, she's definitely dead. It's just like I told you. Before you have a chance to finish your thought, the top of a head appears from underneath the floor.
Interesting. I do not need to click to go to the next bit.
Two deep-set eyes stare up at you, followed by a mischievous, skeletal grin. And finally, the rest of the body floats up to join the head. Wait, this isn't right. What's going on here? Ghost! Oh. Wow. How absolutely terrifying. What's a ghost supposed to do to us?
Apparently the hero's afraid of cute ghosts. Lovely.
Oh, it's you. Hiya, Keller. I was hoping to see you again. I have some issues with how our last meeting went.
That's probably an understatement.
The princess drifts across the room into your orbit, gently running her fingers across your shoulders and down your neck as she circles you. Her touch is cold and ethereal, formless yet real enough that her icy fingertips send shivers dancing across your skin. So she has a body, and she's right there. That means we could kill her again, if we wanted to.
I see you brought that annoying knife again. So, are you waiting for a chance to use it? Or are you here for something else?
See, this is exactly what I was trying to tell you about in the woods. This already happened. We killed her.
Yes, obviously things are strange right now. I think it's safe to say that you've seen something you shouldn't have seen. Whatever worlds you've hopped between, whatever versions of me you've met, none of that matters now. There's no changing what's already happened, but you have a job to finish. Finish how? We already did what you told us, and now she's a ghost. You haven't tried slaying her yet this time, though, have you? And then what? And then you'll have saved the world. I think he's asking about what happens after we save the world, if that's even still an option. What do you mean, after? You already know what we mean, don't you? So why don't you go ahead and tell us? You're going to try and lock us away in a timeless void again? Because I didn't much care for that. I'm not going to lock you anywhere.
Well, there. Yeah, he's
What an interesting choice of emphasis.
Do you know why you came back?
How should I know? Why does anyone come back? Maybe I have unfinished business with you. Or maybe you have unfinished business with me. All I know is there's a hole in my chest. And not the big obvious one that you put there. There's something older and deeper. A nagging reminder that I'm not where I'm supposed to be.
And where are you supposed to be?
Home.
And just where is home, I wonder?
I don't know where home is. I just know it isn't here. But I can feel it calling to me from someplace far away. Wherever I'm supposed to be, it's out there.
How specific. And how convenient for her. You see what she's doing, right? She's suggesting that the only way you can rid yourself of her would be to let her out, which, in case you haven't been listening, will spell the end of the entire world.
Stop playing the victim. You threatened me last time.
Well, yeah. You brought a knife with you. Was I supposed to just welcome you with open arms when you obviously had stabbing on the mind?
That knife could have been for anything.
It could have, but it wasn't. You can't blame me for threatening a would-be knife-wielding murderer. Especially when that would-be knife-wielding murderer became an actual knife-wielding murderer.
I died too, and I'm not floating around like you are. What happened? Why am I different? Why are you different?
You don't look dead, killer.
The princess grabs your wrist, a sudden shock of cold flowing all the way up your arm, her eyes still fixed on yours as you try to squirm out of her grip.
And you don't feel dead either.
She lets go and pulls away. Your fingertips tingle painfully as the chill subsides.
I'm less interested in why you are, or how you are, and a lot more interested in what you are. I've tried to leave on my own. Before you came back to me, I explored every inch of this place, even the spaces between the walls. But I never found a way out. I always wound up right back here. I just want to go home. I'm so cold and alone here. But you can come and go as you please, can't you? So, let me hitch a ride. After all, you own me.
I was prepared for that, and it still makes me jump.
Absolutely not. Is she asking if she can possess us? She is. And I hope I don't need to explain why you can't let that happen. It would be catastrophic if she managed to escape this place. And if you let her in, there is very little anyone could do to stop her. Would she be able to see us if we went along with it? Now, isn't that an interesting thought? We could finally bring her face to face with him. I wonder what she would have to say to the one who wants her dead so badly.
Well, I'm already sold.
You won't like how things play out if you go down this path.
If I let you in, do I still get to be in control?
Sure, why not?
That doesn't sound very reassuring. It could be the best way to trap her for good. Doesn't seem like it would be very easy to end the world from inside someone else's body. That is a very dangerous train of thought.
Right, do it.
The princess swims through the air in front of you, pausing for a brief moment as her dark-rimmed eyes stare deeply into yours. There's a hunger in her gaze.
You're really trying to make it up to me, aren't you? Thanks for being a pal, killer. I mean it.
What are you doing? Don't just let her in. How many times do I have to tell you?
See you soon.
She rushes forward and then she's gone. A sharp chill spreads across your body. It starts in your chest, a freezing numbness flowing out from your heart, all the way down your limbs, your mind growing cloudy and confused as it settles over your very soul. I'm not sure I like this. Can we get a do-over? I'm afraid it's too late to stop now. The numbness gives way to a stabbing pain, your muscles twitching and convulsing violently, each involuntary movement causing more waves of agony to ripple across your body. You collapse to the floor, and everything goes dark.
Come on, you. You've got to get up. I know everything feels heavy right now, but we still have to get out of here.
Your eyes flick back open as you get your bearings, your vision swimming as...
So this is what it's like to be you, huh? Disembodied voice narrating your every move?
So, it doesn't work like that for you? Clearly it doesn't, or she wouldn't have commented on it.
All these shards of broken glass on the floor, are they also supposed to be you?
Hey, I'm not a shard of broken glass,
It's okay. You can finish your thought.
I'm a voice? I'm me is what I am. Who cares what we are? We exist. That's all that matters.
You don't have to fight. We'll all be out of here soon.
No, it matters. What we are matters. If I'm a shard of broken glass, then that raises some questions about certain other voices in here too. I'm clearly the same thing you are.
They're not listening to me. Do they not listen to you either?
On occasion, yes, they do, but rarely.
No, I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about him. You don't need to know what I am. You just need to know that I'm different from you. More important.
Ha!
So, you're the one who pulled the strings and made me dead. I can tell you don't belong here. You're barely even there. Like the shape of something left behind. You're more of a memory than a person.
That's rude.
You're kind of like me, actually.
I'm just going to ignore her. You push yourself off the ground. The princess is nowhere to be seen. Obviously she's nowhere to be seen.
Because I'm in here with all of you. Everybody knows that.
I'm setting the stage. The room is empty because you made a spiteful, idiotic, and all-round foolish decision.
You don't have to let him get to you. You're better than that. You're starting to make things right.
This is infuriating. Just whatever you do, you can't leave this place. It's not too late to fix this. Probably.
Can't think straight, there's too much noise.
It's okay. We're almost out of here. Just take it one step at a time and everything will be fine.
Everything won't be fine if you listen to her. One way or another, this is all going to end. Wouldn't it be nice if he ends with it?
Wouldn't that be nice? There's only one way to find out.
Yes, isn't there?
Isn't that an interesting idea? I hadn't even considered it as an option. Slaying her would slay you. Are you sure you're willing to do that? Of course we're sure. The decision has already been made. All right then. Better this than ferrying her out of here.
After all that, you're really just going to stab me again?
Hear that? She's scared. No point wasting more time. Do it. You lift the blade, then plunge it deep into your guts. Pain spreads quickly through your torso as you attempt to turn its edge up towards your heart. The princess, her spirit bound to your prison of flesh as she had once been bound to the basement's prison of stone, cries out in agony as you slice through organ and muscle.
I don't want to die in you. I thought you finally understood me, but instead you just wanted to hurt me again.
Your skin roils and bucks as she violently pushes against it from the inside. Bits of her seep through, white and glowing with ethereal light, but still the walls of your prison hold.
If only I could drag you with me and make you understand. But that's not the way things get to go for me, is it?
It would certainly be interesting. Though being dead does sound dull. And you are about to be dead. Again.
Get away from me, you cold little freak!
You feel a dull tear, like strips of meat being delicately peeled from bone. But it doesn't matter how delicate the hands are if you are the meat. You've been stripped away from yourself, or stripped away from something that used to be you, or stripped away from something that used to be important. At the very least, you have been stripped away from something. It always hurts to forget at first, but then you forget the pain.
We were so close to leaving, and now look at you. Look at me. Is this what you wanted?
The words come from both inside and outside of your head. Before you on the ground is a writhing mass of flesh and scales and feathers. Can anyone hear me?
So, you left with me? And it sounds like it's just the two of us now. I hope that means things are going to be better, even if we're still stuck. Maybe everything that was bad between us just came from them. I hope. Because I really wouldn't like to be stabbed a third time.
Yeah, I heard it's unpleasant. Gurgling liquid bubbles up from an open pockets in the disintegrating mass in front of you. It's trying to speak, but it no longer has the tissue that speech requires.
Wait, if we need to leave together to get out, this could still count. We have to try before your, body stops being alive.
Say nothing.
Okay, that's a yes.
You hurtle towards the cabin stairs, but time seems to slow down the closer you get. In a moment, you're halfway there, and in 2 moments, you're halfway there again. Having the distance until the upstairs feel almost within reach.
We're not gonna make it, are we? We're gonna be stuck again.
You're seated in a room that is empty. A chain digs into your wrist, binding one arm to the wall. It is quiet, and you are alone. This is what you deserve. 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 This is what you...
Are you still there? Am I alone again?
I'm still here.
At least I won't be lonely. It's nice to hear your voice. I mean, think your voice?
Sorry, I stabbed us.
That's okay. I'm sure you had your reasons. I don't think it's good to hold on to the past like that anyways. It's better if we choose to move forward together.
Are we still a ghost? Your gaze turns to your hands, solid, then translucent, then solid again.
Maybe? It's like sometimes we are and sometimes we aren't. Like we're something in between ghost and not ghost.
You're not mad at me, are you?
I don't know why you did what you did, but it's hard to be mad when you're just as stuck as I am.
You're different. Your whole mood is
I'm
different.
just trying to make the best of things. You could always make the best of things too, if you want. We both have a chance to start over. Besides, there's something about you being in here with me that feels right. I never wanted to be your enemy.
I killed you, though, and I tried killing you again.
I don't know what to say. I just feel fine right now. I think things happen for a reason. And if you trying to kill both of us is what it takes for you to finally see what I see, then I'm okay with that.
If we're both here, then what happened to the others?
I don't know. I hope they're okay. Some of them, at least. I didn't like the one that kept bossing you around, and that quiet one kinda gave me the creeps. I liked that last one, though. He was nice. I hope he's okay.
Wouldn't there be another one now? Another one mixed in with a bunch? How are we supposed to get out of here?
I wish I knew, but I think we're probably stuck here until something happens.
What are we supposed to do? Just wait for something to happen?
Well, that's what I've always done.
There has to be something for us to do other than wait.
I already told you I don't have any ideas. I did tell you that, right? Sorry if I didn't.
There has to be something for us to do, though, other than wait.
You're kind of a broken record right now. Are you okay?
What happened to us? What happened to
I
everything?
think you died, or the body on the floor died. Sorry. This is what happened to me last time.
This isn't what it was like the last time I died. The last time I died, I got a title card.
I've never gotten a title card. What did yours say?
Nah, this is stupid. You're going to laugh at me.
No, I won't. I promise. I want to know what it's like to be you.
Alright, first one I got said Chapter 1, The Hero and the Princess. And then I got, after we both died, I got Chapter 2, The Spectre.
Well, the first one is sweet.
Get your laughs out.
Look, it would have been very sweet if things didn't turn out so violent.
Yeah, you're not wrong. You're not wrong.
But that doesn't mean that things can't get better from here. I think we need a new title card, though. How about Chapter 3, The Princess and the Dragon?
The music stopped. I don't actually know what I look like. Is that accurate?
I think so. You're kind of scary looking, like really scary looking.
Huh. Click of a latch and creaking hinges. Muffled. Something is here.
I guess you made it back here.
Your gaze turns back to your hands. They flicker once again.
We're still all wrong. It's like you don't really know what we're supposed to be.
A thump on the floorboards above, and then another. A scraping of metal against the surface. The flickering in your body stops. You are solid.
I know that sound. That's the knife. I guess it's hard to do anything without it.
Creaking hinges once again, but this time clear. Closer. Am I going to say anything? Silence.
I guess not.
Movement on the stairs.
Thump. Thump. Thump.
Then a figure emerges, shrouded in a feathered darkness, the world trailing behind it, its shining blade gleaming against the wooden walls. It stares up at you with wild, hollow eyes. What do you want to do?
I guess we'll just have to talk to them.
So, here we are again. I'm back in chains and you have your knife. So, what are we going to do?
The head on the figure crocks to the side. Is it inquisitive? Suspicious? Hostile? Its emotions are unreadable.
I guess we could just stare at each other?
The silence holds. Why am I being this quiet? Is it because I'm not there?
No, I don't think so. You've always been a little quiet.
I can't hear what's going on in there anymore now that I'm back in my own body. Do you want to share your thoughts? It'd only be polite, really.
Oh, you would like to hear what we're thinking, wouldn't you?
He raises the blade above his head, dangling it by the handle in front of his eyes.
But I think we hold the power right now.
Silence as the figure continues to stare with a wild grin, but does not act.
How dull. We've already had our discussions in private. I'd rather not keep listening to the rest of you run in circles, repeating the same arguments again and again and again. It was so much more interesting when we had someone to mediate. I'm sorry, did you just share privileged information with the enemy? Well, it isn't privileged anymore, now is it? Do we really need all this secrecy? No, we don't. Yes we do. Sidebar, everyone, now. Chop chop.
Silence as the mind in front of you falls back into itself. There's no response.
Excuse me?
Nothing.
They're not listening to me.
I think you'll have to make them listen. Try at being absurd.
You're right. No more nice princess for them. I'm going to speak my mind.
Hello?
Silence.
I'm trying to say something.
Silence again.
Hey, I said I'm talking now. Will you listen to me?
So you are, and very loudly. Do you have something to say?
Oops. I mean, yeah. I already know about all that privileged information because he's in here with me.
Oh, how very interesting. Yeah, that changes things, doesn't it? Doesn't it? Oh, it changes things, all right. We get to take out 2 birds with 1 stone.
Uh-oh.
Wait, what?
From what I remember, it's pretty easy to kill you the first time around. And this time you're back to being very... what's the word? Fleshy? Yes, exactly. That's precisely the word I was looking for. You're fleshy now. No more of that incorporeality. Trust me, I wouldn't be doing this if I didn't think it would be easy.
And are you doing this?
Oh, I most definitely am.
You feel small as the monster in front of you attacks. Blade raised and wings spreading.
Before anything happens, I just wanted to let you all know that we are not all on board with this. Now, we voted. It was not a majority decision. But we did have a plurality. He shouldn't count. Says who? Says me. He's not one of us.
Agreed.
He's been here since the beginning. The old chum really deserves to say. Besides, you'll all thank us when this is finally over and we are officially on top. But enough chatter.
Oh, so you finally decided to do something, have you?
Silence. For just a moment, as cold eyes regard you. Then silence still as soft eyes hesitate. You can feel the sharp sting of cold metal sliding deep into your chest, but you feel something else too. Fear as your legs wobble, and then as...
Princess collapses against the wall. See? That was easy.
Opportunist?
It was too easy. It felt bad. Don't feel bad. Life is all about taking the easy wins. You don't think the people at the top got there because they worked for it, do you?
Yes, but that doesn't mean you have to do the exact same thing as they
I
did.
mean, of course they did. Hard work is important.
Oh, you sweet summer child hero.
Hard work often goes unappreciated. Why bother?
Wait, why am I sympathizing with the worst voices?
Yeah, screw hard work. I guarantee you that anyone who's anyone has done nothing but take shortcuts. Am I supposed to find that impressive? Of course you are. I got us here, didn't I? Yes, everyone's very impressed with your accomplishments. But in case you hadn't noticed, she isn't dead yet. So how about you finish this before you start celebrating yourself?
What are you waiting for? You won, didn't you? Not that it's hard executing a helpless captive.
Oh hey, I'm back in my body.
Oh, you're different. You're back, just as I intended. I was never cut out for leadership, really.
Opportunist. You are the worst kind of person.
You're right. It's quiet again. Are you still going to kill me?
Ooh, should we? It would be so easy. Absolutely. Nothing of substance has changed. She remains a threat to the entire world.
I'm obviously not going to kill you.
Then the only thing left to do is cut me out of here. You should give the knife to me, though. What if you using it kicks you out of your body again?
Okay, listen. I know you're in charge again, but this is obviously a trick. We can't trust her. We literally just stabbed her. Someone's gonna have to take a leap of faith eventually. You hand the blade to the princess, who gingerly cuts herself free from her bindings. You maniac. And then what happens? Then, as her chains clatter to the floor, she turns her back on you and hurls the blade through the basement window, never to be seen again. No. You need the blade to deal with her.
Obviously, I have decided that this is not worth it.
I'm so glad that's behind us. Come on, Let's get out of here.
She reaches forward and takes your hand in hers before excitedly pulling you towards the basement stairs. Yeah? And what does it feel like? Is it nice? Why do you want to know? You can tell a lot of things about someone from their handshake. I want to know more about the person we decided unanimously to throw our lot in with.
Unanimously. You are fighting every step of the way.
Ugh, whatever. It's delicate and tender. Ah, so even through everything, she hasn't forgotten what it's like to have a heart. That'll do.
You're one to speak, opportunist.
The two of you rush up the basement stairs together. Ugh. Welcome back, by the way.
Yes, we all missed you so very much.
I can't tell if that's sarcastic or not.
I missed you the most.
And that's definitely a lie.
You weren't even here until he was gone.
Thank you, hero.
Whatever. It doesn't matter. If you step through that door, you're damning every single person alive. You do realise that, yes? Who cares?
One last door, and then we're free. I'm down a hand, so you'll have to be the one to open it.
You twist the doorknob in your hand and step forward into the world you've damned. You and the princess fall to the ground, exhausted. I hope this all comes back to bite you, do you hear? I hope you're forced to feel the weight of all the regret there's ever been.
But he doesn't finish his thoughts before disappearing entirely. And you find yourself free of any of the regrets he wished upon you.
I didn't think I'd ever get to be happy, but I think I am. I just didn't realize that being happy would feel so cold.
And the end of this route is here. That was sudden. Usually the screen starts to fade a bit more before that happens. Your peace does not last, nor can it ever. It's time to leave. Memory returns.
She's gone. Where did she go? Should we try and find her? And there's that mirror again. Why is it here? Why now?
It's going to be okay, just trust me. We've been here before, and you always get scared.
But it feels so bad. Like looking into it right now is going to be the end of everything. If they think it's bad, I'm with them.
Shut up.
You don't need to comfort them.
I'll see you on the other side. It's going to be okay.
Okay. If you say so. We'll trust you. Finally, we're going places. Whatever makes you happy.
You approach the mirror. Silence as you reach forward. They're gone again. The mirror always makes them leave, but you need to see what's in it. You've grown. You find yourself in the long quiet once again. Proceed. You're at the cabin.
Flickering lights and empty cityscapes become pockets of vitality and movement. I am more than I was before. Whenever you are ready, I will wipe your slate clean once again.
Do you have any thoughts on this
This
vessel?
one is perspectives bleeding into one. You know her better than you know yourself. She will make for an empathetic heart. Do not mourn her, for you would not mourn yourself.
Would I? Would I? What does it feel like to change like this?
Eyes close in reflection. Perspectives meld together, and the breadth of my experience stretches to new corners. There are contradictions, conflicts in my nature, and there are familiarities that bind everything together. It feels correct. This is what I need to be. This is the only path forward.
Are you the same being as you were before? How much have you changed?
Is a child the same as an infant? I am an unbroken pattern, but every vessel gives fresh perspectives and carves new avenues of expression. I am different, but I am the same.
When this is all done, do you know what you want to do?
With every gift you bring me, I excavate the alleys of what I am meant to be, and every exploration yields new and complicated truths. What I will be is different than what I am, and what I am is different from what I was. I cannot tell you what desires I will hold when I have changed. But in this moment, all I want is to know myself and to know you.
Is it all that different from anyone else? You have been kinder to me than anyone else I've met. Thank you.
Why wouldn't I be kind to you? You are the only thing I know that isn't me.
And yet, the narrator. What do you feel about me? These vessels I've been bringing you, I've hurt them.
The vessels are shaped by memories of you, but their impulses are drawn to the edge of the long quiet. To them, you are a gate to something more, and any hurt you've caused them is understood as a fair price for freedom. But they are only thoughts and perspectives. They are not me. The wounds they've suffered carve texture around my heart. Without them, I would be as I was before. I would be alone and without sensation. I could not feel the joy of having you by my side, for I would not know your absence.
What do you want to bring me? What do you want me to bring you next time?
Gifts aren't what someone tells you to bring them. My joy is in seeing what you choose. There are no wrong answers, and every perspective illuminates my shadows and shares new secrets.
I mean, I would say there are wrong answers, like dropping the cage's head back into the abyss. That's a very wrong answer. But that's just my opinion. I can argue it, but there are some people that think that it's a good thing to do. Or at least a fun thing to do. I don't know. Opinions are opinions, but convictions can be strong. So you don't have any preferences on how you'd like to change or grow?
My preference is for you to show me what you would like me to see. I cannot know the ways I wish to grow, for I have yet to feel them. It is you who guides me down the thin trail of perspective and memory.
I'm ready to go back.
I will long for your return, but it will give me time to reflect on what I am. We will meet again.
And there it goes, off to another loop. So, that's it for this part. Um, I mean, I am not particularly intentionally going after this stuff out in the pristine code. It just sort of happened. I decided to explore a bit more at the start, try out some different things. I'm a bit saddened that I couldn't do the. Uh, I always wanted to off a member of royalty. Viva la revolution. Because that would have been very thematic, wouldn't it? It sort of just happened. Well, no point in sitting here now. I'll see you in the next bit. Till then, bye. Although for me it will be literal seconds. I don't feel any particular need to get up from here. I can just continue straight. So just hit the stop recording button and then start a new one.